welcome back to the Loco Shed. Today we're going to be going over a few things that are going to be coming up over the next few months for this year's summer update. We're going to have a few returning favourites, some continuing series, something new, and we're just going to have a look at what's to come on the channel. Hopefully you find this useful and see what to expect. Starting off, we will talk about what is by far the most popular series on the channel currently. On the More buses will be coming to the channel on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. It just depends when I can get out and do filming, as there are a lot of routes to cover. Hopefully in the next few episodes we'll start branching out and doing some of the more longer runs, like the Zone AB routes to Wimborne, X3, Swanage or Lymington. But as you can probably see, this is actually the intro for the next episode, which will focus on bus routes around either Boscombe or Bournemouth. Haven't decided if I wanted to do the 1As, 1Bs, 1Cs or the 12 and 22, but just chuck that footage of an M2 in because it's a nice bus on the route. But yeah, the next episode will focus on routes around Bournemouth and Boscombe because I just feel like I need to get them out of the way first, as they're quite easy for me to film being quite local to them. But yeah, that would be the next episode of On the More buses. Either expect that by the early point of next week or the end of next week. I'm not too sure when it's going to be going up, but it will be going up soon. Now, Purbeck Junction is taking a bit of a back seat at the moment. This is just because I've had a lot of stuff going on with other series, stuff around at home, and I just haven't had a chance to get the layout out and give it a good run recently. But something will be changing with it very soon, as I've been given permission to use the old Train Spotters Hollow shed as a storage shed and as anything I want to use it to. So at some point in the next few months I'll be starting a new series with Purbeck Junction on rebuilding the shed. So Purbeck Junction will finally be a set down layout. We can finally add proper scenery, get the trains off the floor and actually build a proper railway for these marvellous engines to run on, and hopefully that will increase the quality of the series. As much fun as it is just getting these out and running them around, it will be so much nicer actually having these on a baseboard with a proper layout just to boot. And the fact that it's going to be on the old Train Spotters Hollow set, it just makes it even better because I can reintroduce parts from that by rebuilding them and incorporating it into Purbeck Junction, so we'll have a fully fledged layout. I've already got an idea for how the layout is going to look when it's complete. It's going to have the main 00 section like it does now, but I do have plans to add a 009 section on a little hill, similar to how the Purbeck Mining Museum is in Norden up on the Swanage Railway, which leads us into the next category of Great British Rail Adventures. Moving on to British Rail Adventures, this series is going to have a new episode this month with the journey to Blackpool going from south to north. On this route we'll be going from Bournemouth to Blackpool via Southampton Central, Bristol Temple Meads, Birmingham New Street, Preston, and then finally to Blackpool North. The videos here at Swanage will continue again very soon. I've got a plan of doing the whole of the line and documenting it. Each station, a little bit of facts and knowledge about the stations and whatever's running on the day. Even going up to Wareham, there'll be a little time lapse of the train between Norden and Wareham, as that's one of the bits of line we don't really use that often. And obviously train spotting, like in these clips here, will return as well. So with trips, maybe another trip to Eastleigh or wherever I can go at any given time. But yeah, this series doesn't really get as many views, so I don't release them as often, but rest assured they are still going to be here, as again it's one of the things I enjoy making. And as you can see from these shots, this was from my trip to London a few months ago. I'm not sure if many of these shots got released onto YouTube, but it's good that they're here now, so then you can enjoy them. and I will be taking another trip to London with family soon, so while I'm on this subject, I'll quickly touch on Going Underground, the series I started quite recently. That will return. Obviously last time we did the Bakerloo line and a bit of the Met, but then the next one we will try and look a bit more at the other underground lines, and yeah, I think that does it for this section. As we move on to the final section of the video, well, second to last section of what else is to come. So I don't really have any footage for what I'm going to talk about. Probably have to use some Accordion Tramlink footage to talk about the next video I'm going to be doing. It's another one-off special sort of video. Obviously when I'm in Blackpool on holiday, I'm going to try and film something on the Blackpool trams. So you'll get a look at how they operate, especially the heritage trams, because the reason I'm going up is for the Gold Heritage Week that they have in August this year, which will be nice because they'll be working the full length of the line up to the new terminus up at Blackpool North Station, and hopefully we'll get a look around Tram Town, get a bit of footage in there, see what just goes on up there day to day. But apart from that, I think that just about does it for this video. I hope you all did enjoy this little update. Sorry it dragged on a little bit longer than the last one, but there was a lot to talk about this time, and I hope to see you all on the next episode of On the More Buses, releasing next week. As I said, it's probably going to be something of the Bournemouth routes, but we shall see. But until next time, see you later.